So I hear people saying that, oh, they're going to be attending the 2026 World Cup. And I'm like, they're saying it like it's a casual trip to Target. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Down Down. Girl, your bank account is probably somewhere screaming at you, please don't. So real gist guys, my best friend who loves to travel by the way, called me one day. I was like, damn, what do you think about us attending the 2026 World Cup? I was like, okay, in your dreams, girl. One, I don't like to travel. I'm not that adventurous, and I really don't like crowd. But later on, I sat and I thought about it. It's not gonna be such a bad idea. It's gonna be fun. Like, look at all the memories we're gonna have if we get to attend the World Cup. But then I started thinking about it. The thought just kept coming to my mind. I was like, oh wow, imagine the vibes, the energy, the memories we're gonna share, the pictures, the merch, the dresses we're gonna wear, like the fun. I never in my wildest dream thought about attending the World Cup. But since this girl put that thought in my head, I started thinking and calculating. It's not such a bad idea. It's gonna be like a wonderful experience to do this at least, before you leave this world. It's one of the biggest events of the world, and it's gonna be so much fun, so many beautiful memories. And that's when I made the biggest mistake, guys. I decided to check the cost. So, guys, this is my thought process. So, I was just thinking about it. Me, I am currently living in the US, but my best friend is currently in Nigeria, all the way in Africa. So, she's gonna travel to the US. Like, and I'm beginning to think, like, does this girl really know the cost of this thing? Did she think about it? This is not just a girl's trip. This is beginning to look like a financial event, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be easier for me because I'm in the US and I'm in Pennsylvania, and some of the matches are going to be played in New Jersey or Philly and not so far from me. But I'm like, oh, it might not be such a bad idea for me. And I'm also helping my best friend to calculate our cost. So now let's go into the breakdown of what it really costs. Like, how much does it really cost if you want to attend the World Cup, whether you are in the US or you're probably coming from another country? Aside from the financial implication, you have to be mentally ready for this tournament. Yes, it's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be fun, you have good memories, but girl, you know the hassle that you will go through to get into the stadium. I'm already getting stressed thinking about it. Like, just thinking about the number of crowds that I'm gonna be experiencing or seeing or facing or interfacing with or going through. I'm already stressed. So the good news is that the finals will be in New Jersey. Not so bad, not so bad for my location, but still, like it, I am still thinking of, do I want to be in that crowd? Not so sure. Alright guys, let's just go right into the breakdown of the cost. So guys, let me just give you context of the overview of what the World Cup is going to look like. The 2026 World Cup is one of the biggest ever. It's going to have 104 matches, and the World Cup is hosted across 3 countries: USA, Canada and Mexico. So what does that mean for someone who wants to attend the World Cup? That means multiple currencies, multiple flights legs, multiple border crossings, multiple opportunities for your budget to just go and evaporate into the thin air. And guys, I'm talking about the stadiums are spread out, and this is not just a walk from your Airbnb to the match. No, you're gonna literally be spending maybe $80 to $100 on a ride share to just go 5 miles, and that's kind of stress and hassle that I'm already thinking, and I'm already having like a nervous breakdown. Like, this is not just a girl's trip. This is more like a financial event and also like a physical event, because trust me, girl, I know that you are going to burn a lot of calories. The stress of moving, logistics, the stress and the anxiety of making sure that you're on time, because that place is going to be fully packed. You're going to be going through crowds. Everybody wants to be early. Everybody wants to have a good seat, a good view. Everybody will literally be on the road. The airports will be full and jam-packed. Hotels are going to be screaming of people and the bills. Let's just go right into how much it literally is going to cost you if you want to attend the 2026 World Cup. This is just like a rough estimate. I'm going to be giving a rough estimate for me that I am currently in the US, and that my amazing, beautiful friend that wants to come all the way from Nigeria to the US to attend the World Cup. Let's just go right into it. Okay, guys, so let's just do an estimate. If probably one person, and that one person wants to spend at least maybe 5 nights, or you want to attend 2 matches, or probably you want to just attend just one, you just want to do 5 nights, probably you're going to do 5 nights, because there's no how my friend coming all the way would just want to do one day or just want watch one match or 2 matches. She probably want to do 5 nights. Okay, so if you want to do 5 nights, so there are three kind of ways to budget it. If you're going for the World Cup, I don't think you are going to be looking for luxury. So if you're there for just vibes and goals, that's also one thing you should look at when you're budgeting and planning. Are you just there for vibes, or you want a decent location, you want to be very comfortable, and you want, some level of convenience and not suffering? But we can also look at it if you're looking for premium everything, and you have last minute decisions, you want to treat yourself and other stuff like that. So you have to put your budget into all these categories. Now, let's start from tickets. Now, tickets is the most important thing. A realistic planning range per match. So if you're looking at, your seats, early purchase, and everything like that, if you're not trying to spend much, if you want to be budget friendly, right? So we're looking at probably budget seats and early purchase is very important. Budget seats, early purchase, we're looking at between $75 to $200. If you're looking at mid-range seats, that's between $200 to $500. Now, the big matches are the ones that have the high demand. You're looking at between $500 to $1,500. Now, add this plus your hospitality and every other thing that comes along with it. You're literally already spending between $1,500 to $5,000. This is per match. Literally 1,500 to 5,000 per match. This is also depending on your taste, depending on your style, right? And depending on how early you plan and how early you can begin to purchase your tickets into the stadium. If you're looking at 2 matches, you budget at least 150 to 400. Now, these are tickets for the stadium. You're looking at between 200 to 400. You're looking at between 400 to 1,000, $1,500 to $8,000. That's if you are beginning to go above and beyond. You want 2 matches, and I really do not think that there's so much fun in just going to attend one match. Literally, you might just want to do 2 matches, or literally some people can do at least 5 matches. It depends on their budget and depends on how much they can afford to spare. Let's now talk about some extra costs. There'll definitely be some miscellaneous, some extra costs that you're not even thinking of now. Obviously, guys, you cannot just go to the stadium without getting a match. The match at the stadium, it's a whole ball game. Because what is the memories? Where is the souvenirs? You need to come with souvenirs. So these are some of the extra costs you need to think of. You need to get souvenirs from the stadium. Why? How will people know that you attended the World Cup 2026 and you do not have any souvenir to show for it? Girl, no. You gotta think of souvenirs. You gotta think of nice places, restaurants, pictures. Even though it's looking more like a financial and a physical event, we need something for the grams, right? So you have to put all those things in place: the pictures, the restaurants, the food, everything that you're gonna do. And don't forget as well, travel insurance is also important. And now this is tickets for the stadium. Now let's go right into flight tickets. So for me in the US, my flight ticket could roughly, because I'm actually literally not too far, and I think the finals will be played in New Jersey. I really don't need a flight to get to New Jersey. Or if I want to attend the one at Philly, I really don't need a flight to get to Philly. But if I want to attend maybe the one in Canada, it might not be so expensive. I could probably budget round trip to be realistic, and because it's gonna be like peak season, there might be a surge. Flights might be more expensive during this time. So probably maybe budget at least 450, between 450 to 500 for me in the US. I could do between 450 to 900. So that's not even the issue. That's not even so expensive for me. So I decided to help my girl to calculate how much it is gonna cost her coming all the way from Nigeria just to attend the World Cup. Okay, so yes, from Nigeria in Africa. Our flights can literally cost between $800 to $1,700. This is one way. Oh. So let's say round trip easily. A round trip might just be going into $3,000. No kidding. Baby girl, at this point I'm thinking, are you literally just come and relocate? It will be so much fun to have you here permanently. Okay, not just come and visit. So just know that you're coming to relocate, girl, because this is a lot. So that is about how much the flights might cost you. Now let's talk about hotels. Guys, hotels during World Cup, the prices are crazy. Way up above the roof. Talking about between 200 to 1,200 per night. It depends on your taste, your lifestyle. If you are looking for luxury, girl, and then just know that you're going to spend more money. But if you just need a place to just put your head and sleep and be comfortable and just get up the next day, maybe 200 per night. And where is the fun if you're going to spend one night? How will you tour the city if you're going to spend one night? Let's say want to stay 1 week. Let's look at the breakdown, because we know that the World Cup is going to be played in different stadiums across US, across Mexico, and across Canada. And obviously, you cannot just go to these beautiful cities without wanting to tour the city, without wanting to at least have a nice, experience in one of the best hotels, or even if it's not so much luxury, but at least, I mean, if you're going to go to New York or New Jersey, come on. Some of the most popular hotels there that you want to stay because you've heard about it, you've seen beautiful reviews. You want to go to the Marriott, you want to go to Hyatt, you want to go to Hilton, Midtown. These are the kind of places you go to, and the vibes and everything. And the aesthetic, the grams. We need something for the grams, okay? So you cannot just go and attend the World Cup in all these beautiful cities and don't tour the cities or tour the beautiful hotels and their beautiful buffets and everything there. So just imagine if you're going to New York, come on, there's so many beautiful places to tour in New York. Now imagine you are in Miami, the Hard Rock Stadium, and Miami will be giving us parties and beach vibes and nightlife. You have the Lowe's Miami Beach Hotel, the Fontainebleau Miami Beach, or if you're in LA, imagine. And we all know LA is for celebrity lifestyle, and LA is giving luxury, rich, expensive vibe. Girl, we need something for the gram. So you're looking at hotels like the Westin Bonaventure. So many beautiful hotels, so many beautiful places in LA. Or if you're in Dallas or in Atlanta, or let's even talk about San Francisco, guys. San Francisco is also a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. There are so many nice places. You just want to go. The San Francisco Marriott Marquis. Okay, these are things that you see online and like, okay, giving vacation is giving rich vibes, is giving luxury and everything like that. And then if you decide to go to Canada, of course, Vancouver, come on, like so many places you want to tell me 5 days is not going to be enough. And this is me just thinking out loud and trying to calculate. 5 days is not going to be enough. The amount of money we're going to spend on hotels, you would just literally be like, okay, you sit down budget 5 nights, and then you go into the city and see how beautiful the city is, and then you are tempted to do like more than 5 nights. You're tempted to explore, you're tempted to go above your budget, you're tempted to just go out and buy beautiful things and just decide. Sometimes you might go to one hotel, you don't like it, and you decide to say, okay, let's look for another hotel, and then move to another hotel. Things like that happen on trips. So these are some of the extra things I'm thinking and I'm calculating in my head. On average, one night, $200, $1,000, $8,500. And I'm like, oh my god. And especially if there are matches in different cities. So just know that yes, you might be changing hotels, switching hotels. All those things are things that you have to put in plan. Extra hotel nights is possible. All these things, more transits, like moving from one place to the other, logistics, all those things are things that you have to consider if you want to attend the World Cup. So I really admire those that attend the World Cup. I can imagine all the planning they've put into it. And I think the best way to do it is to book way ahead before the World Cup starts and have all your itinerary printed. You understand the location, the movement, you understand how you're going to move, transportation that would move you around, to each of the stadiums. Like, it's a whole lot of planning. So I really admire the dedication of those that attend the World Cup. You're not just planning a girl's trip to just chill and relax. It's a whole lot. It's a financial event, it's a physical event, it's a mental event at the same time. Like, girl, it's a whole lot. I have never ever sat down to think what it costs to attend the World Cup. I just see people in the stadiums having the time of their life. I thought it was easy peasy, but and then I'm sitting down, I'm like, oh my goodness, these people are so dedicated because it takes a whole lot. Now let's talk about food and drinks. You can decide to eat cheaper, you can decide to use this to burn calories. Maybe you want to be on diet, and I think this will help because going to the World Cup, you're literally going to be having a lot of movement, traveling and interstate traveling and leg walk or Ubering from one stadium to the other or from one hotel to the other. So it's a lot of moving. So you might not be eating much, but then you're gonna eat. Just know that your food per day could cost between $25 to $50 if it's just fast casual food, street food. But if you want to go to restaurants and stuff like that, just be looking at least $100 to $200 per day. Your water, your drinks, and trust me, the water and drinks. And if you're someone that likes to drink beer and being the season and the spirit of World Cup, people drink beer a lot. Just know that you are ready to spend some more money. You can be spending close to $12 to $18 on beer. Okay, just one beer. So think about all those things as well. So remember, we also talked about transportation, local transportation. You're going to be moving around more than you think, right? From your hotel to the stadium to the fan fest to the after party. People might even get lost. So it's a lot of movement, local transit. So just know you can budget between $40 to $120. Maybe we're looking at spending 5 days, right? Between $40 to $120. And transport depends heavily on the city that you are in. And some cities have solid transport and some cities don't have solid transport. You also have to do your research and find out the transportation in the city that you are going to. Now let's talk about the sneaky cost. It's not just okay, you think you figured it out, okay, you've gotten your flight details, you've gotten like a budget for your flights, you've gotten a budget for your tickets into the stadium, you've gotten budget for hotels, and then you've budgeted for food. You think, okay, it's not that bad, but girl, trust me, there are some sneaky costs, there are some expenses that are different between I budgeted and I am now a financial cautionary tale. I think you have all this figured out. You've put everything, the exact amount you're going to spend for each activity or whatever. You've labeled X amount to this, X amount on transportation, X amount on Uber, X amount on train, X amount on hotel, on logistics, on this and that. You think you spend those exact amounts? Are you playing? No, girl, you're not. Extra sneaky cost. You're going to be tempted to buy a merch. Yes, you are. You might be tempted to buy more than one, and that can go between $40 and above. Jerseys are not cheap. $40 to $200 to $100 or more. And then the nightlife, you might be tempted. The nightlife, just know you're going to spend nothing short of $300. Now, if you're roaming your data, just put that into consideration. Put your travel insurance into consideration as well. Random emergencies into consideration. Street food into consideration. These and so many more. Because trust me, something is going to happen. I will recommend you budget at least 10 to 20% buffer. Why am I saying this? Because there could be flight delays. Yes, there could be surprise of Ubers. Ubers have the tendencies of just suddenly having surge, suddenly increase in price. And we know there's World Cup, so the surge is expected, right? And then your friend can just insist, like the amazing friend that I have. I know if you are traveling with her, trust me, it's not just one trip. Your friend can just insist, let's just go one more round. Oh, I didn't get a good picture there. I didn't get a good view there. Trust me, that can happen. So just put a buffer, okay? Put a buffer between 10 to 20% on all your expenses. Now, let's be for real. Let's add it up for one person. Let's just say one person, 5 nights, 2 matches, one sitting. Your tickets, right, is going between $150 to $400. Your flight is between $200 to $450. Your lodging is between $300 to $750. Your food is between $125 to $250. Your transportation can go between $40 to $120. and then let's add the sneaky cost that comes along with it. You can budget maybe $100 to $250. Your estimated total cost can be between $915 to $2,200. But then if you start following your team across 2 to 3 cities, that's when you begin to add extra flights. That's transportation between $300 to $1,500 plus, or extra lodging nights between 150 to 800 plus, and then more food and more spending. Just put that into consideration. So this is how I'm going to 3 games turns into my credit card is smoking hot. Okay, so if we look at everything holistically, like, come on, the budget trip around can be maybe approximately 2,400. That's if you are trying to really shrink and be on a budget. You might spend everything with $2,400. Or if you're doing mid-range trip, you just want a certain level of comfort in everything, just be looking at $9,000. And then if you want to do luxuries, like for those that can afford it. Now, this is luxury for those that are there. They know themselves. They know they can afford it. It's a lifetime. If you're going for luxurious vibes, for those that want it, for those that can afford it, they're ready to spend at least 40,000 USD dollars. That's on them. Okay, they can afford it and have a blast and have the adventures of their life, so they can afford it. And honestly, I think most people are gonna fall into the category between 3,000 to 7,000 to 9,000 budget. That's literally how much you should budget if you want to attend the World Cup. So this is me just thinking from the top of my head, and I'm trying to look at my calculator, and then I'm realizing that, girl, it is not just a trip, it is a plan. So just imagine the vibes, the fun, me and my best friend from 2 different continents and meeting at the World Cup. We're screaming, we're laughing, living our lives. I just think about the memories. The memories alone is gonna be priceless. I sat down, I was looking forward to it. I'm like, it's not such a bad idea, right? But then again, I was like, girl, the budget for real. I'm like, girl, we're all about frugal spending on this channel and self-development. And so I thought to myself, girl, we can't do this year. So now that I know better, if I still want to attend, I'm gonna look forward to attending the next World Cup, and I'm gonna start planning and start saving towards it now. Okay, that is what I'm gonna do. I won't be attending this World Cup, definitely not. But now that I know and I'm looking forward to these memories, I'm gonna start planning and start saving towards the next World Cup. Okay, and trust me, I'm gonna be on a budget, and I'm gonna make sure that I have one of the best times of my life. But I will definitely be on a budget, and I will still want to tour the city. Okay, so in conclusion, guys, if you're thinking of attending the World Cup, start saving now, start planning now, and please don't just wake up and say, let's go to the World Cup like my friend, because trust me, I don't think she did the calculation of how much it's gonna cost her to come to the World Cup all the way from Nigeria. Because this World Cup, it will give vibes, right? But it will also collect your money. Okay, not after the World Cup you start working 24 hours a shift every day because you need to recuperate all the money that you have spent. So no, girl, if you still insist on attending this 2026 World Cup, so maybe what you should do is pick one host city and just commit to that city, because city hopping is gonna be your budget killer. And also, it's better you stay farther out but also get a near reliable transit, because distance will make your lodging cheaper, but at the same time, bad transit is not good. So distance is fine, but also you need reliable transit. Okay, and please split lodging with your friends, 2 or 3 of you come together so that your wallet will thank you. Okay, and then book early enough. Yes, book early enough. No late booking. Late booking comes with extra cost, we all know that. Book early enough with flexible cancellation. Okay, and you can always recheck prices later. And it's also important, try to eat cheap. You are there for just a while. I know you want to see it as a means for vacation and all that stuff like that, but if you try to eat cheap, then that could, also help you out. Also, set a match limit, okay? Don't go be buying every jersey you see, every colorful jersey you see, every team you support, because trust me, jerseys are not cheap. And finally, try to use a daily spending cap. Put cash in envelopes that you're going to use per day, or put a certain amount on your card that you're going to use per day. That would help you. You'll be a little bit more disciplined with your spending. I know it's easier said than done. Discipline is cute until you are in the team store holding a jersey like, I love this, I must get this jersey, I must get this jersey, and then you go way above your budget. It's understandable. It's easier said than done to be disciplined, when you are in a beautiful store with all your teams, and you are just in a wonderful and beautiful city, so many people, fun vibes. You'll be tempted to keep tapping and tapping and tapping and tapping. These are the issues, guys. These are the issues. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. So this video just talked about how much it literally costs to attend the 2026 World Cup. If you do it smart, you'll be able to spend less. Okay, all right, guys, so thank you for watching. Please, if you like any part of this video, give it a thumbs up. Please feel free to put your comments in the comment section. Which city are you targeting if you are going to be attending the World Cup, and what's your budget like? I would like to see your budget. What's your budget like? Put it in the comment section. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and remember that the World Cup is temporary, okay, but your depth will be extremely loyal to you if you spend way above your budget. Okay, thank you so much. I see you next time in the next video. Bye. Toodles.